Today I'm going to tell you the craziest story I've ever experienced in my swimming career.
I have tested positive for COVID.
It's a beautiful night for a swim.
Stranded in Croatia before one of the biggest meets of my life.
I'm gonna do it.
I haven't been able to post it until now, but stay to the end because you're not going to want to miss what this is all about. I had prepared my entire life for the 2022 World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. I've prepared for every meet of mine my whole life. Every single summer, you have to be on. 100%, you can't be sick, you can't be unprepared, you can't be overly tired, you have to be perfect. And so far, everything was going according to plan.
It's 4:30 in the morning. A really long travel day begins now.
Like I did for most trips, I was recording a vlog about the entire trip.
Freezing outside, a little bit hard.
Hopefully the rest of the crew will be showing up here within maybe 2 hours or so.
It was amazing. We had a training camp in Croatia,
In the corner of my best friend's sofa.
and I wanted to capture all of it.
And wow, just look at that expansive view. And we are in our little interesting rooms where beds are connected. So Kobe's right here. Let's check out the view. I mean, come on. Pretty awesome if I say so myself. Kobe, OG Vlog Squad member from back in 2020 quarantine era. And here we are, 2022. Spotted by the ocean here. Hey! It's pretty big.
I love making travel vlogs. It's one of my favorite things, especially about swimming.
Just got done with a good workout. But alas.
It was a really, really fun trip.
Chilling out. It's a really nice night. Wait, there it is. I mean, it's just a, it's just a perfect night.
And then
We have a little bit of an interesting situation here.
everything changed.
I have tested positive for COVID. I was the only positive test out of the team. I don't know how it's possible. I've been wearing a mask when I'm supposed to. I've had it before. I'm double vaccinated. I'm boosted. And I've been with everybody, and I'm the only one who has it. So it's a little bit weird.
This was during a time of my life where I was also recording every single day.
And I figured now is as good of a time as any. Not necessarily for the video I was making for the trip, but just as good of a time as any for a little bit of a video log to kind of talk out where my head is. I don't know for sure if I have it, but I have a good feeling that I do. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been training to be a world champion. I've been training to break a world relay record. I'm just, trying to stay positive and see what happens.
It was my first chance to swim individually. It was my first chance doing multiple relays. It was the best summer I had ever had. And COVID just completely came in and changed everything.
In this sport, we spend a lot of time looking at the future and focused on the future. And strangely, this is the first time where I've felt like extremely present. Even though I just tested positive, it just happened.
It was harder and harder to find purpose in this sport when it had just gotten taken away from me just like that.
I haven't really quite lost hope that I'm not. Dude, this is crazy. It doesn't seem real. It's like, I don't know, maybe it does. I think you spend so much time, if you're not fully present, you spend so much time thinking about every single possibility that you've already reacted to it once you arrive at that possibility. I just went on a little trip, a little bit of an adventure, to the city to get another test. And I got the PCR, I was in the room, and I don't know, as I was looking out the window of the taxi that we were in, I felt like I was taking it in more than I was before.
Oh man. Just this morning I was just packing up. Got a care in the world, just getting ready to go. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. Now we wait for the PCR test. And everything's really contingent on that. We don't know anything that's gonna happen until we get the result of that test.
I didn't know how much I was supposed to care, because if I cared too much, then I'd be really upset. But if I didn't care at all, it would take away meaning of the sport I dedicated my life to up until this point.
Okay, so confirmed positive COVID test.
And then, next thing I knew, I was stranded in Croatia, locked up in a hotel before one of the biggest meets of my life.
So now the quarantine begins, the hard quarantine, and I'm probably gonna have to swim in the ocean, totally isolated from everybody else. Room service food. We hope for a negative test in 5 days. At which point, I will be able to finally go to Budapest and maybe race in the World Championships.
But things started to turn around a little bit.
Well, after a lot of time in this room, I got all my stuff, and I think I'm finally ready to leave.
Miraculously, after 5 days of isolation, I somehow managed to test negative and get to drive by car from Croatia to Hungary. I showed up at the venue, I took another negative test, and somehow was able to be allowed to swim the day before the competition started.
I'm about 20 minutes out from leaving for finals, my first international individual final.
And even at my worst, something else took over.
I just feel very, at peace. That's what I'm always trying to feel like. Literally no matter what happens, I'm just at peace. I'm at peace. I'm at peace.
I became more calm.
I wouldn't change a thing about what I do. I love it. I have a lot of fun. But in the end, if I'm capable of something, I should go for it.
I was more relaxed. I knew that it didn't define me. Because it had been so close to being completely taken away, I had to, on the spot, change my whole relationship with swimming.
Because it's a scary thing to really put yourself out there. But I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna soak it all up. And I'm really looking forward to it. I feel ready. I feel very calm. I feel excited. And I do feel nervous in a good way because it means I care, and I do care. Even though sometimes I like to try to convince myself that I don't, I do. I do.
I remember I kept telling my teammates, I don't care what happens, I'm not nervous at all. People were saying, how could you not care? This is the World Championships, you're about to go swim for your final. But this is what I was feeling before.
Alright, through free final last night, it went alright. We'll take what we can get, given all the circumstances. But, off day today, so we're headed to finals. We're gonna cheer super hard and see how it goes.
That was 3 years ago, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get back into that mindset sometimes. I felt so confident, like the worst things that could have happened, but it was okay. I think we try so hard to make things perfect all the time. That takes what could be a really great opportunity and squanders it before you even get it. 3 years later, I'm taking my first summer off of competing in 17 years. But again, it's not because I don't want to. There's just a lot of other things I want to do, and I want to see if I can take that mentality and apply it to more things. I never swam faster than I did when I had COVID, but it was because it completely changed my mindset.
USA! Ew!